Live. Let's see. Let's see. Let me get my iPad going.
Maps.
That would help, right? I can find myself.
Oh, be sure we have comments on the stream. Do you read comments on the stream or on?
I'm getting my iPad. I'm getting my YouTube going. So
Okay.
hi
And
Gail.
there's Miss Gail. Hi, Gail.
She's always here. We can always count on Gail.
Yay! Right
She
on the
is
dot
here.
of.
Yes, have a new guest today, Barbara from California.
That would be me.
That would be you. Hi,
Just
Carol.
give you
Hi,
guys.
Nettie.
Hi, Nettie. There's Canadian Artisan. I was just about to say I am no Carol, as if you were expecting a fine artist. I am a me artist,
Yeah,
which
me
is
too.
fine with me.
I'm a hacker.
Hi, Carol.
Hi,
I'm glad to
Stacy
see you,
and
Stacy.
Pam.
Pam,
Nice to see you.
the gang is gathering.
Slowly gathering. Yes, there was a. I
Gail
don't know.
saying, "Oh, Barbara, I know."
There was a.
We're not gonna shoot on our art, are we? No.
Oh man,
Hey,
I
Mary
can't.
Lou.
Well, these are like it's like a puzzle. I got these things I couldn't live without, and now I can't anyway. It's all right. Part of the.
Now you have to screw with them.
Oh man, they are awful. And then they're backwards, and then they're great when you can. I again in the last minute, say, "Oh, I could use that," and obviously I'm not going to use it. All right. Hi, Candy. Nice to see you. I hope everyone is doing well on this Sunday afternoon. Yesterday was March 4th. I always like saying March 4th on March 4th. So I picked out.
Nettie is singing.
Yes, singing. Nettie. Yes. So let me read my. All I really need to know, not needed. I didn't notice that. It's not past tense. All I really need to know, I learned. That's past tense. Yes. Hi, Lisa. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. And this one's called, this is going to be maybe some of you have found yourself in this situation or in need of this person. Jumper cables and the Good Samaritan. Oh, you had you had a date with Owen. Lucky you. Nettie's grandson, Owen, is like the neatest kid and a great artist. Okay. Hey, you got a jumper cables, buddy? Yeah, sure. I got jumper cables. English teacher and his nice, sweet wife from Napa, Idaho, as I found out later, in their funny little foreign car, drove around Seattle with their lights on in the morning fog and left the lights on when they went for coffee, and so forth and so on. Dead meat now. Need jumper cables. Need Good Samaritan. Need a friendly hand from someone who looks like he knows what to do with jumper cables. And the good fairy of fate placed them in my hands. Men are supposed to know about jumper cables. It's supposed to be in the genetic code, right? But some of us men are mental mutants. And if it's under the hood of a car, well, it's voodoo Jack. And that's the end of it. Besides, this guy only asked me if I had jumper cables. He didn't ask me if I knew how to use them. I thought by the way he asked that he knew what he was doing. After all, he had an Idaho license plate and was wearing a baseball cap and cowboy boots. And all those people know about jumper cables when they're born, don't they? Guess he thought a white bearded old man wearing hiking boots and driving a 20-year-old VW van was bound to use jumper cables often and with authority. So I get out my jumper cables and we swaggered around being all macho and cool and talking automobile talk. And we took a look under the hood of his rig and there's no battery. Hell, I said, there's your problem right there. Somebody stole your battery. Dang, he said. The battery is under the back seat, dear, said his nice, sweet wife. Oh, so we took all the luggage and travel trunk out of the back seat and hauled the seat out into the parking lot. And sure enough, there it was, a battery right there, just asking for jumper cables to be laid on. I began to get worried when the guy smirked at his wife and said under his breath that he took auto mechanics and sex education at the same time in high school, and they had been confusing his mind ever since when it came to where things were and what you did to get any action out of them. We laughed. His wife didn't laugh at all. She just pulled out a manual and started thumbing through it. Anyway, the sum of our knowledge was that positive poles and negative poles were involved, and either one or both cars ought to be running, and 6-volt and 12-volt batteries and other volt batteries did and did not work out. I thought he knew what he was doing and kind of went along with it. Guess he did the same, and we hooked it all up real tight and turned the ignition key in both cars at the same time. And there was this electrical arc between the cars that not only fried his ignition system, it welded the jumper cables to my battery and knocked the baseball cap off his head. The sound was like that of the world's largest fly hitting out of the electric killer, hitting one of those electric killer screens. Squish! Accompanied by an awesome blue flash and some smoke. Power is an amazing thing. We just sat down right there in the back seat of his car, which was still sitting out in the parking lot, awed by what we had accomplished. And his wife went off with the manual to find some semi-intelligent help. We talked as coolly and wisely as we could in the face of circumstances. He said, ignorance and power and pride are a deadly mixture, you know. English teachers talk like that. Sure are, I said, like matches in the hands of a 3-year-old, or automobiles in the hands of a 16-year-old, or faith in God in the mind of a saint or a maniac, or a nuclear arsenal in the hands of a movie character, or even jumper cables and batteries in the hands of fools. We were trying to get something cosmic and serious out of our own invocation of power, you see, humbled as we were. Sometime later, I got a present in the mail from Nampa, Idaho, from the guy's nice, sweet wife. As a gesture of grace, forgiveness, combined with instruction and admonition to go and sin no more. What she sent was a set of electronic, true start, foolproof, tangle-free jumper cables, complete with instructions that tell you everything and more than you ever wanted to know about jumper cables in English and Spanish. The set is designed so that when you get something all hooked up, a little solid state switch control box tells you if you've done it right or not before any juice flows. Gives you time to think if you really want to go ahead. We could all use a device like that between us and power, I guess. It's nice to know that progress is such things as possible. In the face of ignorance and pride, progress is possible. Next time he'll ask his wife first. Good Samaritans may be handy and enthusiastic, but if they are dumb, they aren't much help. So that's the good story about jumper cables. Jumper cables are scary, especially when you hook them up wrong. I know that. And sometimes they work and they don't. I had a car that had a battery under the seat. I remember that. It was a little Sunbeam Alpine sports car. Let me say hello to Kim is here, and Sophia, and Beth and Renee.
Beth Schuler's here.
Yeah, Beth Schuler's in the house.
Renee is here.
Yep.
Raul
And Raul.
Reynolds is here.
And Raul's here.
Who
I have been
else?
watching Raul's drawings, and if you haven't,
Julie Parker.
oh, Julie Parker. Okay, good. Didn't see that. Let me see. Yeah, there's a lag, and you got to check out Raul. He does.
Yeah, he's good.
28, 30-second marker drawings, and they are just so fun to watch. Definitely take a look. You'll enjoy his drawings. They're just a lot of fun. Okay, well, what to do today? And I was strolling through the internet as I do in the wee hours of the morning, and I came across Mike Deacon, and I've been following Mike Deacon for years. Hi, Violet. Oh, okay.
Hey, Violet.
She's fed her hubby.
Hey, Ann, can you make us on that other shot where we're both a little bit bigger, but we have smaller area to?
Yeah, we're bigger but smaller. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, I'll try to stay in frame.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I know.
So I came across. Oh, thank you, Janet. Hi, Janet. Thank you for being here. So appreciate it.
Janet.
I came across Mike's March mission inspiration, and they've been doing these mission inspiration things for years. I mean, I've got some that go back to 2018, and I used to do them, religiously, and now they have a mid-month one, a mid-month. But I was watching his March one, and so I decided I haven't done one of these in a long, long time, so I figured, well, I'm going to give it a go. And if you go to Mike Deacon on YouTube, he'll come up, and it'll be it's a current video because he just posted it the other day. And then if you join the Facebook group, it's funny because he'll read the message. Like, if you remember the old TV show Mission Impossible, and they would give them the mission, and they would have 60 seconds, and then after 60 seconds, the message would blow up. Well, they do the kind of the same thing. They have the countdown, and then he reads, the prompts, I guess, and then they blow up, and you can print them out. Oh, well, that's good. Put your feet up and enjoy, Becky. I'm glad you're here. So this, let's see whether this will focus or not. I'll put my hand in here with my Alice in Wonderland ring.
Hey, Becky.
So this is what the March 23rd mission inspiration is. You get 8 prompts, and then you get on the side here, you get a bunch of other word type of things, and you can crisscross them any way you want, it's your choice. You don't have to do them in this order. It's kind of, here they are. Do whatever you want. So number 1 is glue map paper fragments to your page. 2, add white paint or gesso with fingers. 3, add color through a stencil. 4, make line marks with a straight edge. 5, add handwritten quote or phrase. 6, add 1 or 2 focal points. 7, draw circles or dots. 8, add outlines or shadows. And then the words are promise, mushroom, sketch, letter, and building. So you can print these off on his Facebook group. You got to join you can join it. But hi, Chris. So lovely to see you. So I'm going to attempt this, and I see Barbara. I sent the link to Barbara.
Hey, Chris.
She did her homework, and she's got a map out. Oh, surprise. Is that a map of California, perchance?
It is a map of California.
I figured that out all by myself. Hi, Cal. Nice to see you.
It's a map of where I live. This is Northern California. This is Crescent City, and this is Eureka, where I live.
Eureka! Didn't they say that when they found gold there?
Yes, Eureka. That's what it comes from. Eureka. I found it. Is that what that's from? Anyway, I got my map. So you're supposed to do pieces of maps, and I did a whole sheet of a map. There you go. I'm already breaking the rules.
Well, I'm
Why
going to do a
not?
whole sheet too because I watched Mike, and I'm pretty much going to follow Mike's lead. And I've got this great. I've had this for years, and by mistake, I bought 2 of them, so I have tons of this stuff. So there are maps in here, and I'm going to just pull a map out. I don't have a map of Florida. Oh, wait a minute. That's not true. I do. But let's see. Oh, look, there's a little map of Florida. Take that. And that, oh, look, that's going to fit right there. How awesome is
That's
that?
nice. Very good.
Yeah, this is a, since I haven't done mixed media in a while, I used to do them in one of the, oh, not Dina. Who's the other? There's Dina and the other one.
Diane Reevely.
Diane Reevely. Is she the one that has the journals that you can buy that have?
Yes, the Delusions journals.
Yes, yes. I used to do them in the Delusions journal, and I should have gotten that out. That's in the other room. But this is just a cheapo mixed media thing. I figured I'd do it on here, and if I liked it, then I would glue it somewhere else. So here's a Florida map. Can you see what I'm doing? I guess I better move down here, and you got Cuba and the islands in Bahamas. I have a friend. This woman travels. She's got the wanderlust, so to speak, and she takes jobs all over the world. She was in South Korea, and now she's at Gitmo, Cuba. The
Really?
librarian there. Who knew they had a library?
Gitmo is in Guantanamo Bay.
Yes.
She's a librarian at Guantanamo Bay. That is so bizarre.
Isn't that? Well, her whole life has been bizarre. She also has a ship's captain's license. I mean, like a freighter captain's license for big ships. And she's got a master's degree in library science. And so she's now in Gitmo. And she came stateside. She was able to get a ride on a government transport and came back to this area. And I had lunch with her last week. This woman's got some stories to tell. Just saying. Just saying.
I bet she does. Hey, Kel. Patricia. Hi, Patricia.
Hi. So lovely to see you tonight. So I'm going to stick this on. And I think they don't even make this anymore. So this is vintage glue sticks. This is the white stuff. The only thing I can find on Amazon is with the purple stuff. And this I found somewhere. And I don't even know whether it's still good, but I'm going to do a little gluey stick. I don't really want to get out the Yes Paste because, well, I mean, I know Yes Paste is awesome. However, and Becky knows how to tame the stickiness by having a wet paper towel handy. All right, so there's my map. Maybe I should leave that up. So I'm going to do a map, and then we're going to add.
You know what? What are the words again that
promise?
He uses.
Promise, mushroom, sketch, letter, and building.
Promise.
So now I'm going to add some white gesso with a finger, white paint or gesso.
Did you say sketch, building?
Yeah, sketch, letter, and building.
Letter. Good heavens.
And I know everybody keeps their gesso in a honey bear. I know I do.
I like that honey bear. I have all the soap in my bathroom sink in the honey bear.
They're great, aren't they?
And the kitchen sink. They're wonderful.
Yeah.
Gesso in a honey bear. That is an outstanding idea.
Yeah. So I'm adding a little
Anything,
gesso
honey.
with my finger on the map.
Oh, Gail, I'm glad. I'm relieved. Mike says you don't have to use all the prompts.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you can mix and match and do anything you want. You know, I was listening to him today and he said if you just wanted to do a whole page and just use mushrooms, go for it. It's a very laid back prompt system. So I added my white gesso.
So I want y'all to see these stamps that I got in my library art supply swap.
Ooh,
These two and this one.
those are gorgeous.
Aren't they pretty? I
Yeah,
don't quite know what to do with a tag shaped stamp. I used it on my little book page today.
that's kind
Okay,
of odd. I
so
don't think I've ever
now
seen this stamp.
I'm
Fake,
going to write those words, or some of those words. Huh.
Did
I
you
don't
get
think
them?
I want any of those words. Yeah, I got them.
Okay.
I'm going to write. I print out words. These are Timmy words, and I make big sheets of them, so I have them
Oh, that's
cut
good.
out. So I'm going to write words on this before I do gesso.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to add a building. And I went through my collection of magazines, which I thought I was going to reduce that collection by not renewing any subscriptions. But as I've said in previous streams, they just miss you right away and they want you back. And when they want you back, they make you an offer you can't refuse. So this is out of an old, this is Restoration Hardware. And this
that's a great
that's on the Steel Building. And what a beautiful building this is. So this is the building I'm going to tear out and put in this collage. I want the doors. I want the doors. Yeah, Architectural Digest obviously has unbelievable. I look at these houses and I think to myself, who gets to live in these houses? Jeez. And they have great, yeah, mostly interiors. But again, this is an ad. So now we have a building. So I'm going to stick that on the page. And let's see. Tear this around the edges here. Well, that's stupid, Ann. You tore in the wrong direction. Listen. Oh, Leon, that's just so mean. I was telling Barbara earlier, everything's ass backwards and upside down.
Let's try this one. I pulled out my Pitt pens to write these words because all of my old pigment pens are dead, basically. I use them for one of the ends works, but the other end doesn't work,
Oh, you have a fat end and a skinny end?
Yeah. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Tanya. Okay, more words. Grace.
Thank you all for being here this evening. It's great to see you all. Let's see.
And
I need a little bit of map here. I'm just going to stick a little piece of map here. No one will mind. I'll just kind of glue that in there. Kind of, maybe sideways there. A sideways map. There you go. My son and I, my oldest son and I, are playing a new online game. So had a good session yesterday. We're playing a game called Neverwinter. And it's an old game. It was released in 2013. Oldie but goodie. And, so we've had a lot of fun. got killed a lot. Came back to fight. We just finished playing World of Warcraft, so now we were kind of. See, I want that. So, what am I gonna do? Let's see. Maybe do this. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm always annoyed at people that can just, tear evenly.
Yeah.
Do you know how they just like do that, like with no problem at all? They just. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down, and see, they don't make this white glue anymore. They used to make it in big sticks too. The big fat ones. And then I used to buy the little sticks and the big sticks, because sometimes the little sticks are better for certain places and the big sticks are better for other places. But they don't make this white glue anymore. They only make the purple stuff.
I don't like that purple stuff. It seems to smell.
See that, and it's funny because I know some people complained about the smell of the white stuff, and my purple stuff, I don't detect any odor. But I was watching Mike Deacon today, and you know what he uses? He uses Oohoo glue, not the glue stick, but the glue in the tube, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, the glue in a tube. Huh.
Yeah. The ones I use are oval and white, no smell. Oval and white, okay. And I think one of maybe it was Dana Reekley or whatever her name is. She had, indigo.
Dina
Indigo.
Wakley.
They have glue sticks that are shaped like a triangle, so you can get into the corner.
Yes. I got one for Soul Collage from the Soul Collage people that you could, that was rectangular.
Yeah.
I think it was Scotch. It was nice.
You can go right in the corner with it. That's, it's a kind of a good design. I wish my design for a glue stick, I wish it was like the old popsicle, not the popsicle, but the ice cream cone, frozen ice, the ice cream things where you could push up from the bottom and push the ice cream up. Can you imagine if a glue stick had a push-up mechanism so you didn't waste all of it, to dig it out when you get down to the end? You could just push it up until you had finished the whole thing. But there's money in this. A lot of us dig this stuff out, but some of us, I get lazy. I know a lot of us just take all of them and just throw them in a container. Ice cream in a toilet. Yes. That's it. Push pops. Very great memory. Push pops. Thank you, Andrea. Yeah, my hands are, this is pretty clean. All right.
Hey,
so
Andrea.
I've done the building, and
did you come on earlier and I didn't get them? I didn't see you.
Okay. You're talking to Andrea, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Cream orange. Oh, yes. Do you remember creamsicles? What a great combination that was. Creamsicles were so good. How many of you guys grew up with an ice cream like a Good Humor truck? Because I had one, and it wasn't a Good Humor. Is it humor? No, good. Is it? Did I say, is it a Good Humor truck? I guess it is. Ice cream puts you in a good humor, I guess. He had his own, he was an independent driver, and his name was Ernie. And you could hear his song. He would play his little bells, blocks away, and they immediately go in and start bugging your parents for whatever it cost. And then he would have his white ice cream uniform on, and in the middle of, summer when it's, hotter than hell out, and all of a sudden, and he'd open that side hatch of his truck and he'd stick his arm way into that truck and the steam would be coming out, the frost would be coming out. And he'd reach in there and he'd pull out whatever you'd ask for. It was like magic. And then you would give him the money and then you'd go running off with your friends. We have ice cream trucks here in the summer? Really, Beth? Wow. In Florida, where it's summer all year round. Andrea said, no, because I had to grab a cocktail before I joined you. It was flavored soda, water, and juice. I'm having flavored tomato juice. And I won't tell you what it's flavored with, but you can maybe figure out.
I'm having flavored coffee. Well, coffee flavored coffee.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to add another piece of collage down here.
Oh, I like that, Anne. I like that building on top of your map.
Isn't that cool building? There's something else in here I needed. I saw it. I seen it. Sustaining ability. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Let me find it. I should have torn it out when I saw it. I figured I would see it again. You know what that's like. You see something in a magazine and you want to show it to somebody. Can you ever find it again? It's like I must have been imagining that.
Okay.
Ah, there it is, right there. There it is, without the lady. But I want the greenery. See, I love this. I love looking at other people's, when you look at these houses, a lot of times I'll cut out the art on the wall and use that as a small little piece of collage. I keep on finding pieces of collage that I never knew I had. Let's see, what did Nettie say? I know someone with an ice cream truck and ice cream wasn't. Oh, okay. Well, that kind of goes together, right? Like munchies and ice cream.
All right, let's do this.
But not to kids. I would never, obviously, promote that. Right in front of everyone. The person had. Oh, wow. That's not cool. Not cool. All right, now I want this jaggedy. I don't want that. I bought these rulers a while ago that give you different jaggedy edges to tear with. And there's 3 of them in the set, but I lost one. I can't find it anywhere. Well,
I don't have any place to work. It's driving
Hi,
myself
Janice.
crazy. Hi, Janice.
Okay, let's see. I keep on sliding up. All right, let's do this. Ta-da! There's your perfect jaggedy. No, I think she's selling crafts out of it. No, I'm just kidding. I can see. Just kidding. No, I don't really want her. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Maybe we'll end up with some of her. I'm not sure. Nothing against her. No. I love tearing paper with a ruler.
I do too.
And it's so efficient and it's so fast. Yeah, Beth, look, there's this. I don't know if you can see that one, but this is really super jaggedy. And then you got this, which is kind of mountainous. And this is just a little rough edge. And then there's this one. And there's a third one that's hiding from me somewhere in this craft box thingy behind me. And I haven't been able to find it.
Oh, that's cool.
pretty sure you get 3 in a package. We are tear guides.
Oh, neat. I've got this one, Fiskars.
Oh, okay.
There's a
I've
little
got a
tear and a
metal
big
one that was handmade. This is a guy that actually makes them.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
It's very sharp though. You got to be really careful. I think he charges. He's on SD. I don't remember his name. I think he charges $12 for, and it's got the cork backing so it doesn't slide around. It's kind of falling apart.
Oh, that's what I need to. I need to put that cork on this, on the back of this,
because that makes a big difference. And then the other, I guess it was last. Hi, Janet Nash. So lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Janet. Hi, Janet. All right.
And I discovered just 2 weeks ago that this Timmy. Oh, let's see what you got. Ooh.
I mean,
Now,
it's way light. I hope I'm putting something else on it that I like.
You will. You will. This is the Timmy ruler that's got the 0 center thing. And
That's what I use all the time.
I never knew that it actually has, for cutting purposes, because you don't want to cut with a Sharpie with a like X-Acto blade with plastic, because you can gouge the plate. This has got this metal embedded right here. I never knew that.
And I didn't know that until you showed it to us too.
I know. And then it's got these little holes and little holes.
And yes, the little holes I hadn't noticed. I use it for my tear ruler all the time. There's like a whole layer of glue on
Yeah. Never knew that. I can't remember who's pointed that out. And I was going, no shit. I didn't know that. That's amazing. A little piece of metal. Because I've gouged many a plastic ruler. Mm. All right. That did not work out. That's okay. I'll find something else. Let's see. I got my building. I'm going to sketch around that. Promise. I'm not sure I'm going to do the lines. All righty. Let's see. I need some more stuff. What else can I put down? I know what I need some squiggly stuff here. I know vocal. It's hard to say vocal and vocal as in singing. You know, it's kind of, all right. Let me find something else. Oh, maybe Travelers. There's another magazine that they missed me so much. They made me a deal. Hi, Susan. Nice to see.
Color through a stencil.
The Popo's in the house.
Color through a stencil.
Ooh. That looks good. Oh, look. This is a 21,000 acre ghost ranch. Currently operates as a retreat and education center. All right. Maybe I can use a little piece of this down here. This book is kind of almost the right size. This is not going as planned, Barbara. Or
does it ever?
No, that's true.
Color through a stencil, says the next prompt.
Yes, I love doing that.
I do too. I think I'm going to do a couple of these. I got a whole stack of mandala-y kinds of stencils.
Oh, wow.
On time.
I
think I'm going to use a couple of those.
The woman has to go. Hi there, Tanya. Hi, Patricia. So nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by and seeing what kind of trouble we can get into.
Color through a stencil.
It's supposed to cool down here tomorrow. I can't wait. It's been almost high 80s, low 90s. We've had August temperatures in March. Oh, okay. Mary Lou is lurking and cooking. Or cooking and lurking. Or lurking and cooking.
Lurking and cooking.
All right, let's stick. No, this is going to go here, and this is going to go here. And I know that looks weird, but you know what? It can look weird. That doesn't make any sense. I need some color down here. All right. I'm going to get some color and smear it with my fingers. Since my hands are already smeared up, I might as well smear them up some more. Let's get I'm just going to reach down here and Mars Black. No, I didn't really want a Mars Black. How about a Pearl Sapphire? No, didn't want that. I had really no idea what I wanted, but obviously I knew what I didn't want. Oh, wow. Sleeting and
Right.
snowing. Ooh, ouch.
Oh, who's sleeting and snowing? Oh, Patricia.
I'm doing okay. Busy prepping for my surgery. Got all sorts of appointments to keep, including one. They've changed. I mean, oh no. You're having a knee done, right, Gail, as I recall? Is that correct? I think that's what you said a while ago. I think she said a knee. Vary now till day of surgery. My right knee. Okay. Good luck. Good luck.
Countdown is on.
Yeah, yeah. I like it. You never know until like about 5:30 the night before when you have to be in there. At least that's how it is here. They won't tell you until when you get a phone call. I guess it takes them that long to figure out what the schedule looks like. I've had both knees done, Gail, and you know, it is what it is.
Were you glad you did it, Ed?
Nah. Well, I really had no. One went well and one didn't go well. So I'm hoping the best.
Oh,
Yeah, so let's just not. And that's true. And that was my fault. You know, I blame myself. And I'm sure.
How come?
Well, because I didn't choose a doctor that that's all he did.
Ah.
Even though he said,
yeah,
oh, no problem. You know, and I'll call him. I'm going to tell you right now, the guy was an arrogant bastard. So I'm just saying it right now. You know, oh, yeah, right. Sure, I can do that. He was basically an arthroscopic dude. Oh, wow. That's not good. Gail had the flu twice during recovery. Oh, geez.
Oh, God. Oh, geez.
I can't imagine. But the second knee was done by a guy that's all he does. He does knees and hips. That's it. And he does probably 20, 30 of them a month versus the one that I went to who did maybe one a month, if that.
Yeah, really. Sounds like you made a good choice.
So the only good thing that guy did for me was when I had a handicap parking thing. The only good thing he did for me was he checked off permanently disabled. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice.
Nice. And in Florida, you're only permanently disabled for 3 years. So they're either assuming that you've died or miraculously you're no longer disabled. I'm not sure which.
Wow. So you just have to renew it every 3 years.
Every 3 years. So it's permanent, but it's not permanent. And then you have to obviously have paperwork done.
Candy came on and Leslie Casey. I don't think I know you.
I'm not sure. I didn't see her.
Which way do I fold on the score line? You know, Violet, I don't think it matters. You can fold either way. You can fold both ways. I know in the Book Arts Guild I'm part of, we just do a score line and then you just fold it whichever way you want.
Oh wow, Gail said she has a permanent disability tag for her car. No, they don't have to renew them anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's not. You don't have to pay for them or anything. You know, it's just. Hi, Leslie. It's just a nuisance. But, and then the guy that did my second knee had no bedside manner at all, none whatsoever. Just
Know it.
brutal. You couldn't have. Yeah. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. And I'm going, okay. Yeah. Had no conversation with him, no compassion at all, but he knew what the hell he was doing. So really,
that's how he can do so many a month.
That's right. He doesn't have to, make eye contact with you. It's just like I can just see him all garbed up. Next, next.
Right. Did I get off?
You can actually, if you have the stomach for it, you can actually watch a total knee surgery on YouTube, but it's gruesome. I don't know most people. And there's actually a teaching video where you, as a medical student, you can perform a total knee surgery. And you get all sorts of points against you if you get to take the patient's blood pressure. It's pretty funny, but it's like a cartoon. It's really, I don't know how I found it. Now, the thing that intrigued me the most about this mission inspiration was when Mike Deacon, pulled out this. And now he's in the UK, and he said everyone was buying them but never used them. And I'm going to do mushrooms, and the mushrooms are coming out of this book because there is a plethora of mushrooms in this book. Oh, okay. Patricia had a good-looking ortho. Well, that helps. That helps. Well, what this guy did, the guy that screwed up, and I guess it's his physician's assistant. I called them Dumb and Dumber. They have to measure for the prosthetic, and he measured incorrectly, so they put the incorrect prosthetic in, so it never fit.
God.
And it was grinding and catching, and then they had to go in and fix it. And so that was the problem. The prosthetic was the wrong size to begin with.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I have been considering buying the sticker book. Yeah, the prices come way down on them. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah. And I had this done, well, it's hard to believe, but probably 12, 13 years ago. The right knee, the one that Jeffrey did. Now, I had Jeffrey's sons at school. I taught both of his sons and his daughter. So I thought that I was in with Jeffrey, but apparently, not. And in that same building where I would go, he was there. There was a building on the Banana River here in Florida. And on the top floor was my financial advisor, and his first name was Jeffrey. And on the first floor was the orthopedic guy, and his first name was Jeffrey. And when I would go to visit my financial guy, I told him I considered this building the house of pain. He financially hurts me on the top floor and physically hurts me on the bottom floor.
Right.
And the financial advisor is a great financial advisor. I've been with him for 23 years. You know, we've gotten through the Great Recession and retirement, and he doesn't have much of a personality. He's always looking at the charts and look at this, look at that. But that cracked him up. And he said he's never forgotten when I said that this was the House of Pain. To this day, he will mention that. Because
That's funny.
neither one of them, they're no longer in the House of Pain. They've moved on. So, all right. So I'm going to add some mushrooms behind the shrubs and get to use some of them. Because if you have this book, there are a lot of shrooms in it.
There's color.
And I think the prices come way down on these. At one point, I guess you could get them at Target for like $12. I don't know what I paid for this. I got it on Amazon because I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to drive to Target, which is, I don't know, 2 miles away. Oh.
Andrea, are you still here? Are you still in chat, Miss Andrea? Miss Function of Light? This look familiar.
Oh, what is that?
Andrea sent me these a year ago. They're little daubers for the inks.
Oh, yes. I just bought some of those. They are so nice to use.
I use them every day. And I made this little box in a workshop.
They are very handy. Stick them on your finger and daub away. I'm cutting the...
I actually never put them on my finger. I should. My fingers would stay cleaner.
Oh, I thought, aren't you supposed to put them on your fingers?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
I just forget. Okay. What's next?
You can have them on all 5 fingers and you can be daubing away 5 colors at once. Right?
Line marks with a straight edge. Okay, I know what color I want for that.
Okay, I'm cutting the whatever you call that stuff that's a pain in the butt.
Andrea, did you see my little goodies? Oh, aren't those pretty? Very pretty.
They are pretty.
Pretty. She sent them to me more than a year ago. They're happily.
Well, it's nice that you're using them.
I use them all the time. They live in my little archival ink. This is my little archival.
Yeah, I have them in my little. I have a little, one of those catch-all dishes. I've got some of them in here.
Yeah.
To daub away.
Yeah, Andrea, I made that little box out of a couple pieces of jelly prints. Okay, I need to do something next.
Where are you at? Where is you at? Let's see. This looks pretty good. This is a interesting mushroom.
This is gluing the map. Paper fragments. Well, it was a big fragment.
No, you didn't do that. Okay. Did you add? Oh, you did add. Oh, that's your color through the stencil, right? I love the COL.
Yeah, and the color through the stencil.
Color hour.
Now line marks with a straight edge.
Right.
And I want.
The mushrooms are going to be my vocal.
Gail.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool. Yes, they do. The daubers on those same stencils. Yes, they do. They work really good in small spaces. Okay, I need to get my nickel azo gold. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm getting there. Let's see. Yeah, they do. Yeah, exactly. Small spaces.
This is what I want.
I have company coming tomorrow, so I was cleaning. I clean, but not clean. No, And what I haven't done and what I've been putting off, and now I'm really, really going to be upset with myself tomorrow morning. I haven't gone food shopping.
Oh,
I know.
oh dear.
I know. Well, maybe I'll wait until she gets here and then go food shopping. And then, I asked, it's one of those things. I haven't seen this woman in, I don't know, 15 years. And we were in Mallorca together. So that goes back even further. And I asked her, what kind of, what does she have? What does she like to eat and everything? And I know that's an awkward question. And people, as a guest, you really don't want to say. But
yeah, but you really need to when you're going to go be a guest somewhere if you have problems.
Right. Now, she did tell me that no eggs, which is great to know because I have eggs every day. Now I won't, or I can have eggs and she can have something else. But she said for breakfast, she likes to have toast and fruit. Okay. What kind of fruit? Bananas, strawberries, blueberries, grapes. Avocado. She likes avocados. So I think it's probably wise just to go fruit. She should be here by 12:30. But I have nothing in the house. I hate food shopping. I don't go until the cupboard is bare. You got your sticker book out too. I know, you forget how awesome this thing is. It really is amazing. I need more mushrooms. Mike had a lot more mushrooms. The nice thing about this, if and when you should ever complete this, have you ever put in an order for grocery? They don't really have grocery delivery. Yeah, I have. Yeah, and it is. I agree with you, Gail. It is definitely worth the extra expense. I totally agree.
Okay, where's my?
And I might just treat myself to that tomorrow. And say, no, you're right. It is.
Here's my little glue book.
Yeah. If you were to go through this, you have these pages. Can you imagine having this whole book and you just, if you were to use every single sticker, then you'd have these pages with this. Isn't that amazing? I can't imagine anybody doing that. They have a whole bunch of other ones of these books too. They've got just.
Oh, that's pretty.
Botanicals. I couldn't get that word out. Botanicals. This is a good sticker book because these are really sticky. They're like they'll stick. All right, let's see. Put this one down here. I'm losing my mushrooms. Oh, Gail, I have when not feeling well. And Joe is out of town. Okay. I'm thinking Joe is pot. Joe? I get you. Okay. I'm assuming you shop at Publix. Publix is probably the largest food grocery store chain here in Florida. There's like a Publix on every corner.
Okay. All right. Waiting for it to dry.
There's some funny names to grocery stores here. My favorite is Piggly Wiggly.
I remember Piggly Wiggly from my days in Texas.
Yep. And then there's Winn-Dixie.
I remember Winn-Dixie.
There you go. My favorite all-time Winn-Dixie and Walmart. And we have an Aldi's too. I've been to Aldi's once, and my only problem was, for me personally, physically, it's have to handle the food the groceries, because you've got to, you put them in the cart, and then you got to take them out of the cart, and then you put them back in the cart, and then there's like a lot of physical exercise handling your groceries, and it was just a little bit too much for me. Their prices were good, and I was very impressed with their produce. The produce was pretty spectacular. All right, I guess I've got enough shrooms here. I need something here, though. Can I put there? I'm kind of behind you. I'm not. I'm going to put another shroom.
I'm smearing gesso all over my hands because that's what I use to thin it out.
Oh, okay.
I need a new wipey. Wipey.
I buy baby wipes by the case from Amazon.
You do?
Yeah.
I try not to use baby wipes terribly much, but
I know.
anything
The other
you have
thing
to
I
throw
bought
away,
was a
I'm
big
trying to quit
container
using.
of those blue wipes that they like mechanics use. The blue.
Yes. Yes.
Because Sean, I follow Sean Petit, and she uses those all the time. And I bought a big drum of those, which is going to last me for years.
Yes, it will.
Okay. All right.
They make the blue wipes in a white wipe, don't they?
I don't know. I've only ever seen them in blue. And you can use them here. That you can see, you can use them over and over and over again.
Nice.
I probably could do something creative with them. But, okay. Got the shrooms. Now I need to, you made your marks. Okay.
I made my marks.
You made your marks. Okay. On your mark, get set. Let me do this.
My paper's already coming up from the background.
Okay. All right. Promise.
Handwritten quote or phrase.
Hmm.
The quote or phrase and the focal images are going to come after I cut them off.
Okay.
Oh, and I've already done circles or dots.
Okay. I haven't done the color through a stencil, so I'm going to do that. Put this back. I'll get out these are my little stencils. Yeah, she's good to get. Oh, that's true. Oh, that's funny. Beth says he's good when she sends him a picture, and she says all of the floor helpers know him by name. Hey, Joe, it's over here. Well, that's the one thing about Publix, that when they train their people that work at Publix, they train them well. I don't care who you go up to. You could talk to somebody in bakery and ask them for where the Worcestershire sauce is, and they'll tell you that's aisle 15. I mean, they know. I mean, they all know where everything is. You never get, oh, that's not my department, I can't help you.
Right.
How about little X's? Ooh, how about little flowers? That would be kind of. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to do people. I have a people stencil.
Oh,
have you ever seen these stencils? And it's this is the male,
sort of
and they're all in different sizes.
Yeah.
That's a stencil, right?
Is that from Carolyn Doobie, or is that somebody else's?
This is actually from Template Designs, and it's the same kind of company that does the architectural designs stencils. Like this type of stencil where you want to, draw in a toilet or
All right. Okay.
And they do human beings. I've got the male and female version of this, I guess. The human figure.
Cool. That's a nice little stencil.
Yeah. And again, I have the lady version too. I like this. They have a
I'm
woman
gonna
here
start
with her
shopping
arms
on my
crossed.
images and see what I have for to add to these. So I started filing these stacks and stacks of images I've had around for an age.
That's a job.
I know.
I keep on finding images. I cut stuff out and I stick them somewhere, and then I found another whole
I
tote full of
know. I
images.
do
Yeah.
too.
And I go, what am I going to do with these? I don't
That one would be good.
know. Okay.
Too.
Oops.
What'll go with my colors?
Okay,
That'll
water
go with
over
my
here, don't I?
colors.
There you go, Lily. Okay. I wonder. Ooh.
Eh. Not.
All right, I'll try. This doesn't make any sense at all, but you know what I painted with the other day? I took my Posca markers and I, popped them down until you got a little puddle of Posca.
Yeah.
And then I used a paintbrush and painted the Posca onto a drawing.
Oh, cool.
And you can cover a wide
Now,
area.
can you pull those off for like little slicks?
I don't know because it is acrylic, right? But haven't tried. I don't think so because it's really thin. It's much thinner than, even though it's acrylic. I've been trying to do like psychedelic kind of stuff for my Beatles journal, just for background stuff. I'm doing a lot of like Peter Max stuff. And I was using, that's my psychedelic palette. And then I've been doing that on my Procreate. All right, here goes nothing.
I love Procreate.
Oh,
One
I
of
know.
these days I'm going to get Procreate. I mean, one of these days I'm going to get an iPad with a brush. Apple.
Oh, yes.
Pencil,
You got to get I've got the pencil. You got to get the pencil. You have to. You gotta.
You gotta.
Gotta. And I'm a hack. I'm just hacking away. But who's not a hack on Procreate is Dee Dee. She does very occasionally. She will show on her stream some of the stuff that she's done on her Procreate. It's just
really.
Yeah. No, that's not too cool, but I don't care. I'll do another one. We'll have the dude walking. I think I need a darker color, maybe black. There we go. Oh, no, not deep green. Payne's Gray. I love Payne's Gray. That is such a great color.
I do. Yes.
You use Krita and GIMP. Yeah. Can you draw with GIMP? Or you just edit drawings with GIMP? I know Becky uses GIMP. It's like a Photoshop. I bought a couple of years ago. I bought Artesa's complete set of acrylic paints. There were 60 tubes of acrylic paint, and so I've got them. I use them. You can see I still have plenty left. All right, let's see whether this is going to work. I've never really used these daubers for paint before. I only use them for ink.
Ooh, you have to wash them right away if you use them for paint.
Yeah, I have so many of them. Jeez, I'm not gonna wash them. I could wash
I
them.
use the little
The sponges. Yeah, I know. I should have used
the little
those.
sponges.
Yeah,
with-
the makeup sponges from Dollar Tree.
yeah.
Well, the 5-bit store, right? Isn't it a bit a quarter? So really, it's the 5-bit store now. It's not the Dollar Tree.
Right. They should rename it.
That's what I was thinking. Ooh, I like that. Let's get a dude walking. Dead men walking.
All these images are too big for tags because I want to end up with tags.
Tags for what?
Oh, I just make a lot of tags, bookmarks to go with birthday cards.
Oh, okay.
You have a birthday coming up, I see.
Yeah, it's one of those birthdays that you just, it's what do you do with 74? 70's big, 75's biggish, but 74 and 70, yeah, it's just like it's another day. Just another day in the neighborhood.
I'm coming up against 80 in August.
Wow. Wow. You look
Yeah.
damn good for 80. I tell you what.
Blessings, blessings, my child.
You take good care of yourself.
I've always had the gift of looking 10 years younger.
Oh, you would look at least 10 years younger.
Some days I don't feel it, though.
Oh, I know. Looks ain't everything, right?
That's right.
I never thought I would be, I don't know what I thought, honestly. I guess I didn't really think about it. I never really thought I'd be in such bad physical shape that I'm in.
Really?
I
know.
I had expected to do all sorts of things, in my retirement. And it's kind of not happening. I mean, I'm not. Like I can't go up and down. I mean, I can only go up and down stairs one at a time. And I know that's not a big thing.
Yeah, sometimes I can go up more than one at a time. Not all the time.
No, I have to go up one.
They were talking on Tanya's stream today. Melinda was on there, and she was talking about riding her bike. And I think this is going to be my last summer to get my bike out and see if I actually ride it. I'm determined.
Well, they say you never forget.
No, I don't forget. It's just hard. We live right on a path, a public path, and eventually they're going to pave or make it handicapped accessible all the way down along this riparian habitat that goes about 10 blocks right next to us. And that's going to connect with miles and miles of bicycle stuff that go all the way around the bay.
Oh, how lovely.
I'll show you a picture. Oh, don't do that. I'm going to show you a picture.
You want to take advantage of that. Oh,
so
wow.
This is where I live.
Hi, Ray.
See all that bay front?
Oh, wow.
All that bay front, and it goes all the way up around here. This is the Humboldt Bay. And so the bike trail goes all the way along the bay. It's going to come all the way down here. It's going to eventually go across bridges and all the way over to Arcata, which is just north of us. And I
Boy, that's
live,
amazing.
where do I live? I live
Hi, Kathy Whitney. I'm sorry.
right there.
How
never
far
can
of a
find
bike ride
my
is it from there to the trail?
From here to the trail right now, I can ride, if I can walk my bike up here and get the back streets, and I can get the trail right over here. There's a new trail that goes in right over here. So really, I can ride my bike on this, and then this is a kind of a busy street. So I can walk my bike till I can get to the senior's place and get back to this street and go behind all the streets, and then I can get to the bike trail there. And then I can go all the way around there, all the way around there, all the way around there, all the way, God, for a lot more miles than is shown on there.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
So
yeah.
Miles and miles.
That's beautiful.
Miles, and it's all flat. It's all flat.
That was my next question, to ask whether it was flat or not.
It's all flat, except there's one little bit when I first get to the bike trail that goes down to the flat. You know, it's up a little bit, like 50 feet, 60 feet, and it's a big long slope, so it's not impossible.
It's not too bad.
Anyway, no.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. So I need to get myself a little bit more awesome so I can do it.
Yes. I think you
Just
should.
a little bit more.
You should see the people here bicycling. They're in those recumbent bicycles.
Yeah.
And they got little flags on them so you don't run them over. And
these are all too big. I need to get newer images. I think I've taken all my little images out of this group.
this is an old people's community, and the people are very active here.
Yours is?
My community where I live, it's very, a lot of these people
Where
are
you
very
live? Oh, okay.
active. When I first moved in here, I was younger than 55, so I lived here illegally until I turned 55. They had to put speed bumps in this community because old people were speeding.
That's funny. Ooh, some Australia stamps.
They're actually, there's a difference between a speed bump and a speed hump. So these were speed humps, if you know what I mean. A speed bump is like a real jarring, that's a much more elevated. Okay, I like my men in black. Look, I have my men in black. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right, I got that done. And see, I did it with on my finger. Doop, doop. Yeah. I wonder if I just throw that. I have a thing of water over here. I'm just going to throw it in the thing of water with my paintbrushes and deal with it later. It floats, doesn't sink. Well, maybe I can fill it with water. No, it's funny. It's floating. It's floating in the water, but it's floating dauber side up. Okay. All right. I need this to do the straight line stuff. All right, let's get out the credit card. I made a couple of weeks ago, I made those little things out of recycled credit cards. I made those little taggy things. And I made one for my grandson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I made some with my grandson's hockey team's logo, and then I forgot his birthday. Oh, what a horrible grandmother! Oh, I forgot to ask my son whether he
Oh,
got my card or not and check. Okay. Yeah, things are not going. My youngest son was almost getting remarried, and apparently it's gonna be off as of tonight, I think. Ugh. All right. This is the thing. I was able to get all 60 acrylic paints in this one little tote. Look at that.
wow.
And I
That's
put
good.
a little, thing on top of each one for the colors. I think this needs red. Yeah. Oh, brilliant red. There you go. It should be brilliant.
Yes, red.
Yeah, me too, Janet. Yeah. It's yeah. I don't know how that's yeah. He has the ring, and the ring's going back, and apparently they deal with that a lot because they've already sent him the return slip for the ring and everything. Weird. Hi,
Kathy
Mary.
Whitney, I just saw you here. And Kel. There's lots of people here. There's Mariah. Is that Mariah?
Yeah, Mariah just
Yes.
popped in. I think I just caught her, and I said hi to Kathy. Yeah.
Kathy, I tried putting my bike on my car, but it rubbed the paint off where I had it strapped to the trunk. So
Uh-oh.
I've got to figure that out. Because that would be good if I could just pop it on my car easily. The trouble is, by the time I get the tires charged up and get the thing loaded in my car, then I'm exhausted, ready to stop.
So I take it you don't have a bike rack.
I have one of those on and off bike racks.
Okay.
And
Are they hard to get on and off?
well, it's just tedious and time consuming.
Well,
So
let me ask you this.
I
If you
lose
put it
the
on,
photo.
could you leave it on for a while? Or do you have to?
No, because we leave the car parked outside.
Oh,
It's
so
not
someone
really
might help
safe.
themselves to your on again, off again bike rack.
Easily. These are some cutie pie things.
I'm kind of doing like a sketchy stretched line across the. I got my straight lines
Pick
done.
up the wheels to fit it in my car. Maybe I could take the front wheel off and fit it better.
How hard would that be, though?
I figure it's easier to learn how to ride. I only have to ride about 50 feet along the busy road, and I can just cross the busy road and get on the sidewalk and walk my 50 feet up to where I can get into the old folks home parking lot and ride through to the quiet streets where I'm not worried about riding a bike.
Well,
What are your
it's all
birthday
doable.
wishes?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are your birthday wishes? Teresa's inquiring.
Birthday wishes. Oh man, I really don't have any. I'm pretty content.
I decided this is going to sound really funny, but I decided I want to live stream somewhere on my birthday. Now I don't live stream, so I don't know if I want to do it on my channel. Nobody will know I'm there. Nobody will come.
Well, when's your birthday?
But
We'll have a party. I'll have a party for you.
You'll have a party. It's on a Monday. It's the day that Lisa streams. So I was thinking, well, should I ask her?
Well, Lisa has to
just set
invite
up my
you to her house for a birthday party. It'd be a surprise birthday party. Why not? Because you're on, yeah.
I thought it'd be fun just to play. Kim Polton is going. Thank you, Ann and Barbara. It was great. Thank you, Mods and Fibs. Have a wonderful evening or whatever time it is where you are. Okay, Kim.
Well, thank you, Kim. Same to you.
Becky, your birthday is this coming Wednesday?
I didn't realize you were a March baby. I didn't realize you were March. How did I miss that?
I didn't either, Becky. I don't have your birthday. When is your birthday? I need it. I need it.
I have the same birthday as Popo, I do believe, and she's still here. I think the 25th of March.
Becky McCauley, I don't have you on my birthday list. Becky, how'd that happen? Becky.
March 8th. Yeah, that's 8th. Like, yeah, that's Wednesday, all right. And so you'll be streaming on your birthday? High noon?
Well, I am going to put it on my calendar right now. If I can find my calendar in this mess. Can I?
Is the 8th Wednesday? Yeah. So, Becky, you need to show up on your stream high noon Wednesday with a little cake, and then we can all sing happy birthday to you. And you can.
That's fun. Becky, birthday. What time are you coming on, Becky?
High noon. Well, it used to be. It's high noon. I should say high noon. It's easy to remember that way.
High noon, which time zone?
Eastern. Come on, we're all Easterners over here, Barbara. Well, maybe I should take that. I take that.
Know it.
So that would be what, 9 a.m. your time.
Bex, the last in your 50s. Does that mean you're 59, kiddo? Child? You could be my daughter.
Yeah. I find the 9s the hardest. I found 29 harder than 30. I found 39 harder than 40. I don't know.
There's a reason for that 29, you know. The reason for the 29 is that it's the Saturn return. And so everything that you've done all through your life, all of the cycles and all of the mistakes and all of the learnings, you get to start over.
At only 29 or all the 9s?
Every 29 years.
Oh, every 29 years. Well, I've had 129. I've had 229. So it'll be a while before I have a third 29. I don't know will I'll make it.
I know. I'm on my third.
Third.
Saturn return also. 29. What is 29? 30, 69. Yeah, right. I'm in the deep middle of it.
Okay.
I think I'm in about 3rd grade right now.
Okay. My grandmother lived to be 96 and my mom 94. So good genes. 9 Pacific PST is Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific Standard.
From you? What's PST?
Pacific Standard Time.
That's you, right? Time. That's California time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And my son is, my youngest son is he's in Utah, so he's mountain time. So he's 2 hours earlier.
He's 2 hours earlier than you.
Right. And he's in Utah, Salt Lake City. They actually had 2 feet of snow this last storm that went through, and they never get snow down in the city. You know what I mean? Down in the valley. They had 2 snow days.
Julie's having big crashes. Wind.
Oh, dear.
Wind slammed the office door shut and blew off an antique picture frame off the shelf. Amazed it's still okay.
Oh, my gosh. How scary is that?
Mariah, you're giving You're giving her a new website for her birthday?
Okay. Giving you a new
Mariah, when I
website?
can start spending money again, I want to get some of your stencils. I'm
Oh man, I
going
love
to.
your stencils. Gosh, I love
I
watching.
know. I know.
Yeah. I'm reading chat and I'm enjoying it so much with birthdays and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And again, I'm still heartbroken. I forgot my grandson's birthday. And it was also my older brother's birthday,
Oh,
too. And here I am, you know. And my son just said to read,
that's
oh,
what I
yeah, he said, Granny,
that's what
the
I
thing
ask
that,
for you for your birthday, Anne. I ask for you that you forgive yourself for all of your errors of omission that you've ever committed all your life. Let them
oh
go.
my God, that's a big ask, but
Yeah,
thank you.
just let them go. I
Yep,
know it is.
you're right. You know, they weren't upset. Reed said something to his dad, and my grandsons call me Granny Annie. So he said, "Oh, Granny Annie just forgot. You know, she's sending you your card. Don't worry about it." He said, "Oh, okay." Kids are very resilient. You know, it wasn't any big deal. He didn't.
I know.
Okay,
I got a
very
handful of
relieved. It
things
is a
out with
picture
you. Now
with a
just
picture frame passed down through the family for 4 generations. Oh my gosh. It's amazing that you know, it was well made. All right, my vocal point, I guess, is going to be a mushroom over here, right?
your
Now,
vocal point.
it's a singing mushroom. Oh,
All right.
vocal. How do you, okay. And now,
Gail, you got to go, Gail. Okay. Take care, Miss Gail.
thanks, Gail. If we don't see you, good luck. Hang in there, get all your tests done and everything, and hopefully it'll all go well. And here, Deb Farrell's showing up. Deb caused all
Deb,
sorts of
Deb.
havoc this afternoon with her butt call. Gosh,
Oh, that was
Messenger's
funny.
thing was dinging and dinging and dinging and dinging and dinging. And a lot of dings. We've all done it.
Okay.
All right. I'm looking for my,
I have picked that.
and of course I'm not going to be able to find it, right? I'm looking for my Bic pen because I want to do some
There
sketching
must be something else I need to put on here.
and shadows. Let's see.
I never can fold maps up right. Why is that?
No, I can't find it. I've got this beautiful thing. My daughter-in-law has just discovered pottery, and this is one of her first pieces. I love it. I don't know that it was supposed to not be around, but she just did another piece today and posted it. She was experimenting with a glaze. All right, I was going to sketchy out this, and I was gonna use a Bic pen, but alas, I can't find it. So I'm just going to do this. That's still wet. So one of the prompts, although I'm pointing to it like you can see it, no one can see it, is sketch. So I'm going to do a sketchy thing, meaning I'm going to sketch around the windows. And that's my sketch. I'm not good at finding quotes. Well, I have my favorite quote right next to me. And I don't know how I could incorporate this. But I actually drew a flying lady for one of my beetle things. That would work. But another reminder is if you know Lena, I don't know the Lena's lurking, but
Yeah. Yes.
get your cards if you want to, write a little note to Lena. They need to go to Barb Owen by the end of this month because Barb Owen is then going to mail them en masse, so to speak.
Mine is already at Barb's, I hope.
Okay. I just finished mine today. I was going to finish it during the stream if we had some time, but it's just sitting over here. I just have the pieces. It took me forever. I was all over the place. You get one idea and then you work on it. And then if I have a chance to show you folks, I incorporated some Linda Berry-ish like stuff, characters out of Linda Berry's.
Oh, good.
Because I know Lena loves Linda Berry, and I do too. I've had that syllabus.
Yes.
I bought that syllabus years ago, the syllabus book. So I copied some of those characters that are in that book, and I have those in the card.
How fun. That's great.
Well, the other thing I did, and I wasn't able to use it, was I actually, one of Linda Berry's warm-up exercises where you just sit there and you draw a circle, a tight circle, and you keep on going around and around and around, and you try to concentrate. And it's interesting because if you read the directions, you're supposed to kind of meditate and relax from the head down to the toes. And when I do it, I am so tense trying to get it so perfectly done. It's just like for me, it's counterintuitive, but anyway. So I did that, but then I wasn't able to use it in the card. Yeah. All right, so there's my kind of sketchy lines and just kind of sketched around the building.
That's a good thing. I like that. Annie Loopy is going away. Bye, Mary Lou.
Bye, Mary Lou.
I love Linda Berry. This is my current Linda Berry book, which I'm not really using very much, except to put things in here for things that I want to remember or things I hear. I don't have as much in this book as I did last year.
I've got a Linda Berry composition notebook, and I actually was using it when I was still teaching. I was using it. I was doing the borders, and when I would be at faculty meetings, I would be doing the borders. And oh my goodness, the wind is playing havoc in here. Inside where you are, Julie. In here. Trying to do something, but it keeps trying to blow away. I'll have to shut up the house, something in the house up. You still have internet. That's amazing. Now, what are you doing with that stencil, Barb? The stencils.
What stencil?
The one you're holding. What do you have in your hand?
That's my board.
Oh, okay.
I was just thinking I'd cut it up, but no, I think I'm going to glue a jelly print on the back of it before I cut it up, and then the backs will be done.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not a real tag person. I like tags.
Well, the one you get in your birthday card, you can just give away to somebody.
No, I'm not good at making them. I'm not saying I don't like to receive them. They're cool.
I figured you read books, so you like tags. Everybody still reads books. Well,
yeah, I'm currently reading, and it's not my type of thing that I would normally read, but I bought the book from my sister-in-law. And for her birthday, and she loved it. She said, "Oh, I looked at it at Barnes and Noble, and I didn't buy it." And she read it, and I read a review of it. Actually, there was an interview with the author. It is the latest biography of Elizabeth Taylor. This is something that I'm
Oh,
not interested in at all, in the least. But it's very well written, and she obviously had a very, very tumultuous life. And I've got to respect her. She was the forerunner for AIDS treatment, and really pushed and got a lot of legislation passed. And she was just an incredible woman and had a lot of tragedy in her. Obviously, 7 or 8 husbands, and just unbelievable story. And again, the biographer had done a really good job of writing this very compelling story. And again, she was one of those child actors, and the parents, oh my gosh, they just were feeding off her ability to make money. And when she turned 18 and she finally was legally able to see her finances, she hardly had any money because her parents had been living high off the hog on her earnings. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Yeah, they are kind of fun. Now, for me, I'm afraid I'm going to overdo it, and that's why I'd like to do this, but I'm afraid. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. Why should I be afraid? All right, let's do this a little bit. Just a little sketchy line. And Roddy McDowall was another, childhood actor that they kind of grew up together. And she had like a tutor. She didn't get to go in the studio. She was one of those contract actresses. She was under, contract with the studios. And it's interesting reading. Okay. Let me just start checking this off. I got a glare here. I'm sorry. I got mushrooms. I did a sketchy thing. I got a building. I glued a map. I did white gesso. I colored through a stencil. I made line to marks, 1 or 2 vocal points. I don't have to do circles. Add outlines or shadows. Well, these are kind of sketchy, sketch and shadows. So that's kind of that, right? Outline, that's an outline, and that's the sketchy stuff. And circles or dots. I'm just going to do circles. Maybe I'll do circles in a different color, though. What color?
Bye, Becky. Go get a shower.
Okay. I know she's working she said she worked outside today, so a nice hot shower is probably going to feel really good, I would think. Thank you, Janet. It's been a lot of fun. Well, oh no, it just looks wet. It's not wet. And I just tossed a whole bunch of mark making kind of circle-y things. You know what? There you go. There's this. Let's do this. My poor cat. I meant to feed her before I went live, and I didn't. I mean, she's already been fed once a day. She now has me. She's got me convinced to feed her twice a day. So it's not like she's not. She's not wasting away.
Our cat gets 4 little meals a day.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm giving her 2 a day so I can give her arthritis medicine. And I was giving her 1, is it Cosekin? I think it's over counter.
Yeah.
And I read the directions, and she's big enough, weighs enough to take 2 tabs, right? 2 capsules. And that's she gets tuna fish because I buy real, tuna fish. I mean, not
Real
tuna
tuna.
fish that you and I would eat. By the case from Amazon. And
Oh,
Charlie the tuna fish. And it's much cheaper. I mean, it's really not. And, so that's what she gets her tuna, her arthritis medicine mixed with. So she's not really getting more. She's just getting smaller. But she's limping. I feel for me, she's really limping. And it's the arthritis.
Aw.
I got arthritis, so it's amazing. We both suffer from the. And I took her to the vet a couple of years ago, and we determined that it was arthritis. You know what the solution was? My house is completely
what?
tiled. I don't have any carpet in my house at all. So his solution was that maybe I should think about carpeting my house. I said, no.
Really?
I don't think that's a viable solution. Do you? I mean,
Well, besides the dust and crap that you'd have to put up with.
right. And all of the dander, all that stuff is, this is the first house I've ever lived in that's not carpeted. And I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
When I'm crafting, I literally sweep everything on the floor. And when I'm done, I get out the broom and sweep up the paper scraps.
Oh.
I love it.
You remember that quilter, Eleanor? Quilt in a Day. What's her name? Eleanor. Anyway, she'd do that. She'd do something, she'd have scraps and she'd throw them over her shoulder.
Yeah. It's very freeing just to go. I mean, I have a waste paper basket here. All right. That is.
I kind of aim
Bordeaux.
mine into the waste basket.
Yeah. But the only
Eleanor
carpeting in the home-
Burns. Thanks, Lisa.
Oh, Eleanor Burns. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
I know.
Thanks, Janet. Yes. One of my favorite quilting teachers.
All right. That's enough. Stop, Ann. Stop. 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 In the name of arting, no more. Oh, she was on PBS. Oh, cool.
I need some other little stencil-y kinds of marks. What do I need?
Oh, yeah. I've got a lot of little stencil-y marks. Do you have any little stencil-y marks? I've got little, oh dear, look at all that. Oh dear, what a mess I made.
Oh,
What else is
yeah, I've got tons of this.
I got little X's
Look at
and little
that. I can do that.
squares. You can just make little marks.
some
It
of
says you can just do little, little marks with a paintbrush.
I know. I'm going to do this with some black. Seems like I
Ooh,
want some
that'll look
black on
good.
here.
Well, I made a real mess of this. Okay. All right. I'm going to say, I think I'm done. Add outlines or shadows. Those are my outlines. And circles, dots, building, letter. Oh, I didn't do letter. Promise. I don't have a promise. I promise that I'm going to forgive myself thanks to Barbara. How's that? And I was going to, let's see. Oh, it just says letter. Oh, no. Handwritten quote or phrase. No. Oh, letter. I could just do random letters. Well, I bought these things that stick together. I was telling you about those. And then oh, SOT. That's a word, right? S-O-T. Isn't a sot a drunk? No, I don't want to ruin my thing with sot. Oh, I could just do a letter though, right? I could just do a letter. These things kind of click together so you can put whole words together. How about the letter M? Oh, I can't put this on here because I did guys and not women. That's a favorite quote that I have. Oh, I guess Barbara. Oh, we lost Barbara. Barbara. Come back, Barbara. Are we all frozen? I frozen? Am I frozen? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Then I won't send that message. I don't know how to bring her back. No, not frozen. Barbara's gone though. Okay. Well, I don't know whether I have to re-invite her or not. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe she's rebooting. Okay. I'll give her a couple of minutes. We only have a couple of more minutes anyway. Hopefully she'll show up again. Back. I'm just going to put a letter because it says letter. And I'm going to do the letter M. For mission. Oh, letter M for mission. March. She can use the same link. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mariah. I wasn't sure. So she could go back to that original link that I sent her and re-enter, hopefully. Oh, thank you, Susan. Susan, your birthday's the 25th of March, correct? Now that I've got you again. I think we share the same birthday. Yay or nay? Let me send her. Here's a letter. There. Letter. Letter. There. Whoops. There. I thought so. I thought so. I'm going to have to do some wild partying there, Susan, to get together. March 25th was a good day. All right, let me see if I can't send her a quick message to see whether she's going to try to get in or just call it. Let's see. Have a great, let's see, it's not Barbara Clock. Let's see, are you trying to re-enter, I guess? Re-enter? No, rented, God. I'm sorry, guys. Re-enter stream. I'm not sure what I'd send her a message, so, and oh, Sherry. Oh, hi, Sherry. March baby too? Okay. Cool. Well, I don't know whether she's, oh, the 1st of March. Okay, well, happy belated birthday. Well, before I'm going to sign off, I've finished, again, I've kind of finished this, and I'm sorry. Oh, things are dropping. Whoops. You want to see that? My collage. This is the Mike Deacon's Mission Inspiration. And then I'll give you and I hope Lena's not tonight. I hope she's not working. Device not connected. Device is not connected. They will need to connect their mic before you can add them. Okay, Barbara, you got to connect your mic if you can hear me. Not sure what that means. Let's see. Oh, there you are. You're back.
My internet just decided to drop its little butt in the dirt.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, that's
Sorry,
okay. You
I
got
saw
back
the
in
little
time.
two twirling circles of doom, and I thought, oops, that's
Yeah.
me. That's not her.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, I've got a couple of minutes. Let me just show you what I've got done for Lena's card. Again, I told you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and make yourself bigger. I don't have anything fresh here.
Okay, I'm not quite done with it. I'll make myself bigger and then I'll sign off. But I drew a little
Thank
cartoon.
you, Jen. Oh, she will love that.
This is kind of my little cartoon that I'm developing, and so this is basically
Oh,
Annie
that is
and
perfect.
Lily. And this quote actually I got from Mike Deakins. I love it. We all need someone to share our weirdness. And then on the inside, this has to all be glued down. But on the inside, and if you're a Linda Berry person, you'll recognize these little dudes. And then this is one of my favorite stamps. I know you can't see it, but it says, "We are the hero of our own story."
Oh, that is so cute, Anne.
And
she's going to love it.
They said to bake it little and light, so this is very light. Believe me, it's not. I'm not gonna. I'll make an envelope, but that's
perfect.
That's what I got, and that's what I was going to do.
That is perfect. How lovely! She will adore that.
It's kind of quirky, like Lena.
Definitely like Lena.
Yeah,
and like you. Well, Anne, thank you for letting me stream with you today. I've had a wonderful time.
Well, thank you for being here. It was a lot of fun. I so appreciate you being here.
Great
everyone
company.
Have a wonderful upcoming week. And
thanks, Lisa C.
Yes.
Oh, Becky's back. She's clean. Yes, everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening. Enjoy your cocktail hours wherever you are.
Yes. I'm still working on the Bloody Mary.
Oh, that sounds really good. I might just have to go do that.
It's very good for you. It's V8.
I know.
I've got all my vitamins and all my veggies all in one.
Vegetables.
Yep. All right. Well,
see
thank
you all around
for being here, and good night, all. See you around the nets. All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye.